Today I'm going to show you how to get this nice and beautiful desktop without spending a whole bunch of work doing it. Yes, you can actually theme your Windows computer super duper easy. And how do you do that? Well, we're going to use something called ScreenStyler. Go to the first link in the description and you will see this web page. You need to click download beta 0.2.2. Mind you, it is a beta, so you will run into a couple bugs, but all you need to do is click the download button and it will start downloading. And you will need to click allow to store files on this device. All you need to do is open up the installer and press yes on this little window, and it'll pop up with the installer. Just click on next, click I agree, install. Very obvious, very straightforward. What it's going to do is it's going to download a dock as well as Rainmeter. So you will need to click yes, then click OK and go through the Rainmeter installation. Once again, just click install. The main thing it's doing is just getting all the required resources so we can actually style our Windows computer. Then once it opens up, it'll say, oh, what should we call you? I'm just going to do NTTS and click let's go already. And now you will notice this page. There'll be a moose trying to help you out. Just click hide. It really doesn't matter. And what you want to do is just click my first style right here. When you do that, it'll pop up with a simulated Windows desktop, and this is where you get to customize and change whatever you want. So on the left, we have a whole bunch of tabs that allow you to control a whole bunch of things. Just click on the background one, and now you can change your wallpaper to do whatever. You can actually leave it blank if you want. I'm actually going to change the wallpaper to something that I have, so I'm going to click custom, then upload an image. Then I'm going to go to my pictures and go to my blue background. Keep in mind, if you don't have a killer background like I do, you can actually just select different wallpapers, like gradients, solid colors, and there is layered, but I found that these are buggy, so just ignore them for now. Then next there's the widgets tab, and this is actually really straightforward. Just click on a widget that you want. So in this case, I want maybe a dark mode switcher. I'm going to click on it. Then after you click on it, it'll go behind this little tab here. Just because it's small, you may need to unclick the tab thing, and now you will see I have a light mode and dark mode switcher. You can resize it if you want. I personally just think, once again, you should probably keep it at the normal size, and this is why it's a beta. It can be buggy, but if that ever happens, just click remove, go back, and then you can click, and you can also drag it in if you want. But it will always hide behind the specific part here. It'll always go to the top left-hand corner. You can also resize this region where all these widgets can reside in. As you can tell, I can only move the widgets in that little area. Now for some specific plugins, you can change a couple settings. So you click the settings cog on it and you can customize. You can customize text. You can also change the background color. So in this case, if you want to change it to gray, which would be a really bad idea, you totally could. You can increase and decrease the transparency with the plus and minus buttons. This does not apply to the background. Then you have a foreground color, which is literally just the font color. In this case, I'm going to just go back, and I like the way it was before, so I'm going to click clock news, and then all I need to do is just move that little tab back, and now I have it basically exactly how it was. Now that actually isn't all the widgets. If you minimize the widgets menu, you will see grid widget style, and custom text. And grid widgets are going to be these iOS or Mac Big Sur inspired icon things. Just click on it and you will notice what it does. Basically, you have a whole bunch of widgets you can mess around with. And in this case, I personally don't want music because I don't use Apple Music and I find it might not work with Spotify, so I'm going to remove it. Same thing for toggles. I really can't change the brightness of my desktop computer, so I'm going to remove that. I don't think it's useful, but maybe I want to add some notes because I just forget a whole bunch. And there we go. I can add notes. I can also move it, but in all honesty, the way that it sets is probably the best layout. Then the last thing I want to talk about is this actual app drawer system or library. It's really weird to deal with right now, in all honesty. Just set it there and you have to customize it when the theme actually applies. Kind of a bit of a pain in the rear, and I feel like that could be implemented better in the full release. But next up we have grid widget style, and this is where you get to customize your widgets. So you can have a white background, a black background, whatever you want. In this case, I'm going to stick with the gray. You can change the size, uncheck round corners if you want, and you can also uncheck show labels. Then for the last part, we have a custom text. Now custom text is a little bit hard to deal with, and I personally would avoid it just because it seems really weird to mess around with. But the main thing you do is just click dynamic, or you can add text. So in this case, you can add different times and dates, or you can just type in whatever you want. Then if you click on custom, this allows you to actually add any sort of event where if you click on the text, it'll do something. So in this case, I just wanted to open a folder, and I'm going to do maybe recent files or something. I'm going to set the color to white. Then I'm going to click add and save item. Now next up, we're going to skip the icons tab because I want to actually go to the dock tab. So click enable dock. Then you will have a dock at the bottom. You can change the style, the size, the position, so you can actually have it wherever you want. In this case, it's kind of bugging out a tiny bit. Don't worry, once you actually apply it, it'll fix itself. In this case, you can also just drag it to change the spacing. You also have dock size, dock style, Just leave it the way it is, and you can add separators if you want, and you can drag it in between specific things to kind of make it more organized. What we actually need to do is go into the icons section. Now, in the icons section, this is kind of where everything comes together, and this is where you're going to spend a lot of your time configuring app icons and shortcuts. So if you click on app icons here, you will notice we have a whole bunch of applications that you can search through, and there are a couple things you can do. So if I click on Chrome and it says add to grid, you will notice that it's added to this kind of iOS grid thing. I'm going to remove that. I can also click to dock, then I can click on Chrome and it'll add it to the dock. And I can click on anywhere, then click on Chrome, and now I just drag it anywhere on the screen. Now, in a lot of cases, you won't be able to find an application that you want. In this case, there's no Premiere Pro, there's no something else. Basically, if you want to add your own custom icon, you will need to go down to the custom icon section, and you also can uncheck app icons. Then you upload an icon. In this case, I'm just going to pick a background because I don't actually have Premiere on my virtual machine. So I'm going to click that icon. Then I can click add to grid, dock, or anywhere. In this case, I'm going to add it to anywhere. Then this item needs a name and an action. So we need to go up here and we need to set the name to, once again, I'm pretending it's Premiere Pro. So in this case, I'm actually not going to call it Premiere Pro. I'm going to call it node.js just to kind of make it actually work, and I'll show you how to use it. So what we need to do is we actually need to find the application path. So to do that, we need to find node.js. So in this case, it's in my start menu and I see node.js. I'm going to right click it, go to more, open file location. Then I'm going to right click this shortcut since it's a shortcut and not an application, click open file location. And once I have an application selected, I need to right click it, click properties, then go to security. Then you will see this object name here. Just copy that. Then you need to paste it into the action. Then you can click add to grid, to dock, or anywhere. I'm going to add it to my dock because if you add it to anywhere, it'll get stuck in the top left-hand corner. Trust me, it literally just happened. Now, next up we have Steam themes. Now, Steam themes are very much 50-50. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to leave it off for now, and I also don't have Steam installed. But if you want to apply it, all you need to do is click Enable Change Steam Skin, then select one of the skins here. You'll notice a lot of Hyperbeast stuff. Last, but certainly not least, we have the Options tab. Now, all you need to do is go up to the top, click Startup, and enable Rainmeter on Startup. Why do you want this? Well, if you don't enable Rainmeter on Startup, then these widgets on the right and left won't actually work when you apply the theme and restart your computer. You'll have to open up Rainmeter for it to show up. Then you also have this little download button, which will download your style. If you click on it, press OK, it'll go through everything, and then you can add your own file and you can name it whatever you want. And this is how you share it with people, which is pretty cool. Then you just need to click the big green check button and click Apply Style. Now, it might pop up with a whole bunch of Rainmeter stuff. I mean, a whole lot of stuff. Click Install. And once it finally applies, this is how your desktop will look. Now you just need to go down here and click here to close, and that will remove the little watermark. But we have a couple things we need to keep in mind. First off, you are able to actually move all these little things. So if you want to lock them, just right click on it, then go to settings, then uncheck draggable, and you need to do that for every single one. So settings. Now for some of them, if you right click it, it'll say settings, alternative, close, add items, and more actions. You want to click on more actions, then you want to hover over settings, then uncheck draggable. And that's how you uncheck specific things from being dragged. Next up, there's that little dark mode thing. It just doesn't work and it ruins my weather thing. But if you ever want to close a specific thing, you just need to right click it and click close, and that will disappear and it's out of the way. Moreover, you can also move these widgets. So the same thing, you need to right click on it, more actions, settings, uncheck draggable, and now you won't be able to drag it. And remember how I was talking about the library? Well, to actually change the apps in the library, it's a huge pain in the rear, but you need to right click, click settings, then you need to click on app on icon, change the icon, then app on action, you need to click on it, then click browse, then you need to navigate to the application. Trust me, it's a lot of work to set this up, but once you set it up, it's done for. Moreover, most of the widgets on here, you just need to double click on, and now you can type whatever you want, then press enter, and it will pop up with whatever you entered. And for the calendar thing, you can type in like different to-do things, and it'll tell you the month, the day, and basically it works, but like it's 80% polished. Then at the bottom here, we have the dock. Now, Rocket Dock is actually fantastic. So to add an app, all you need to do is actually just right click the dock. Then you need to go to add item, then click blank icon, then right click on that icon and click icon settings. And this is where we need to configure it. We need to change the name to, in this case, I want to do Discord. So Discord, then we need to find the target. How do we do that? Well, the easiest way of doing it is actually just opening up Discord. So I open it up, it's going to start. And once Discord opens up, you just want to right click on Discord, then right click on this little thing here and click properties. It'll open up with this thing here. You just want to copy this target, paste that in there, Then the start in thing, just select the whole thing, copy with Control-C, paste it in. Then once we do that, we actually need to find the icon for Discord. So we need to click Open File Location. Then you will see this thing here. You need to click on app.ico, copy it, then go to your Pictures folder, then create a new folder called Icons, which I've already done, and paste in the Discord icon. This is so we can access it easily with Rocket Dock. Once you do that, you just need to go into Rocket Dock, click on the plus button right here. Then you need to navigate to Pictures, maximize it, click on Icons, then press OK. Then you just need to click on your C users icons, then click on app.ico. Whoops, small little bug. All you need to do is go back up to your target and remove anything after the quotation marks. So in this case, we're going to have double dash. These are actually flags. Just cut those and you want to paste it into arguments. Then once you make it so that target does not have any of these weird little dash arguments at the end of them, and you move that down to arguments, if you click OK and you click on Discord, it will pop up with Discord. Even if you close Discord all the way, then click on it, it will still launch Discord and start it like normal and work like a dock. And that is the end of the install portion of this video. If it was fantastic and you liked it, hit the like button. Of course, like what do you think I'm gonna say here? But anyways, let's get on to the uninstall part because that's pretty important. So to uninstall ScreenStyler, we need to click on the start menu, right click on ScreenStyler, click on install, then it will uninstall it. Psych, you actually gotta click on ScreenStyler at the bottom, click on install, then press yes. What that's going to do is remove the theme tool. But what we also want to do is click the checkboxes on all of these, then click next, click on install, and you will notice that another uninstaller pops up. We need to click on completely remove all personal settings and files, click on install, then click close, then click finish. Then you will see we have everything gone except the dock. So the way to uninstall the dock is actually a little more complicated. We need to click the File Explorer, then we need to go to the C drive, then we need to click on our C disk, then we need to go to Program Files x86, look for Rocket Dock, click on it, then click Delete. It'll say blah, 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 click Continue. It'll say you can't do it because the application is open, so you need to right-click the dock, click Quit, then click Try Again, and when you do that, it should remove all the files. And now Rocket Dock will be gone. Now, if you're ever confused why your desktop icons are gone, you just need to right click, do view, then show desktop icons, and now you will have them. And you also notice that ScreenStyler is now uninstalled, and you're good to go, baby. That's it. That's the end of the video. If you like it, please subscribe. If you didn't, then I don't know. You don't get this gift. Just stop watching the video if you didn't like it. But if you still like it, then just listen for me to give you a kiss right now. Mwah! I love you.